All right, you guys, I'm back, and we talking about Married to Medicine. Okay, now I'm gonna try to do these reviews for y'all. I'm gonna try to be consistent, especially with Married to Medicine. So let's just go ahead and get into this one, y'all, cause this one really got on. They really got on my nerves on this show right here. Um, Let me see where we start out, cause I definitely did tweet through this entire one. I did tweet through this one. I kind of picked up later on the housewives. So this one I definitely did tweet through. I'm so shiny. Let me wipe some of this shine off, child, honey. I don't know if it's the camera on this computer or no. All right. So, where did we go, honey? Uh, First I was talking about the previews and stuff of what they were showing on it. So we ain't gonna even get into all that. We just gonna basically start out from the beginning. Um, they started with Quad basically over here with this doggone baby, and they trying to make it seem like Quad is all this, that, and Susie homemaker. Quad ain't studying that. Y'all know Quad ain't studying that. Quad got her brother baby over there, cause basically, her husband been trying to get her to have a baby for the longest, for years since they've been married. So she got her brother baby over there to try to in my opinion, to try to make her husband seem like, make him a little comfortable with having a baby over to the house because she knows she ain't about to pop down out no time soon. So she doing this, trying to keep her husband in a content place because Quad is going to end up staying with, her brother is going to end up staying with her. So yeah, Quad brother started, moved in with them or whatever. So she claims she's so glad to have her brother and her family there. Um, Quad, I don't like your wig. This is gonna be a pretty quick review because I can't give them people too much time because they kind of irritate me. Dr. Jackie and her husband are moving into a new house. They sold their house, so they live in an apartment, but they trying to find a new home. And she just talking to him about how she's a city girl and she like high rises and all that stuff. And he's just kind of basically he try to do whatever she want her to do. I'm still bored with Dr. Jackie at the end of the day. She doesn't really bring any excitement to the show. We'll see what happens as the show go along. Toya and her husband, I don't even know his name. I forgot. But anyway, Toya and her husband, they pull up at their little business or whatever. She's saying her kids are still a little mischievous or whatever. And I guess that means they're a handful at this point. He's showing her around the new business, replenished by Nomad MD or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, he's showing her around or whatever. And then they start talking about the finances. Toya basically does admit that she was kind of not paying attention to the whole financial situation that they were in, and that they do have some debt to the IRS. I think she said 100 and some thousand or 400 some $1,000. She's like, she was saying that they were behind on taxes, but y'all, we saw this coming, didn't we not? Toya don't do nothing but spend this man money and dictate to what she gonna buy and what he gonna pay for. So we saw all this coming. And just for the record, I'm not here for Toya. I'm never here for Toya. I do not like Toya. I've never liked Toya. I don't even want to talk about Toya. Toya trying to break this man, and she done broke this man, and he's still sniffing up under her butt. We get to Dr. Heavenly. She's riding the car with Lisa. She talking about her family, her girl and her boys. Her boy's about to graduate. Her girl is still the smart mouth little girl she always been. She opened up a new practice. Her husband opened up a new something or other, and her husband a surgeon something, and her name's on the deed and all this stuff. She want to talk about. I never noticed the little eye dot, red dot or whatever that Dr. Heavenly got in her eye. But anyway, that's not important. She basically talking to Lisa about her whole situation with her husband and what's been going on with that. Lisa admits that last year was the year from hell with her marriage situation. But she doesn't feel like her and her husband are at a point of no return. This is just a growing spurt for them. So they're gonna try to still trying to work on getting their marriage back together, getting everything right and tight. So they going talking about going to see Dr. Jackie to see about her being, having another baby. So she started telling Heavenly about, once you're over 35, and Heavenly just bust out laughing like, no, Quad is over 35. I think you're a little bit over 40. She was like, she thinks she like 45 or 46, and she too old to be having a baby, basically, which, hey, I can definitely resonate with that. But anyway, she laughing at her, basically in her face. And it's so funny that Lisa is really not taking offense to it or saying it. Well, she looking at her funny style, but she also got like a little smirk on her face, so she's not really taking offense to it right now from directly from Heavenly. Anyway, they go into Dr. Jackie office or whatever, and Dr. Jackie just like she tell her what she's there for, and Dr. Jackie looking like, okay. So in the confessional, she like, as a doctor, I'm supposed to have this look, straight face. But she said, in my mind, I'm like, what? And that just tripped me out because they friends as well, so she basically tell her, as I'm not talking to you as a doctor, I'm talking to you as a girlfriend, and she just tell her that getting pregnant is sometime age related, and she go ahead and go over the different age situation. And then she also tells her that, and us, that she also has a situation with blood clots. And that right there just took the cake for me. Like, Lisa Nicole is not making the best decisions. I mean, she might feel like she's making the best decisions, but anybody with that kind of case or that kind of situation, I mean, why would you even try to put yourself through it? You already got kids. She's having baby fever. I don't know if this could be midlife crisis. I don't know what this is actually, but it's just a dangerous situation for her to be venturing in. And she basically talked to her as a friend, like, are you prepared to leave the kids behind that you have trying to have another kid, And Lisa Nicole does not seem shook or frustrated at all with the situation. She's just like, this is something that she want to do, and that's pretty much what she want to do. She basically said she prayed long and hard about it. She want to have a baby. She said she had this issue. She's always had this issue. Despite the issue, she's been able to have two kids already, so she doesn't see that God is going to make that an issue. So she has faith that this is going to work out for her, and she is ready to go for it. And I just pray for her, and I feel for her and her family. That's a serious, serious, serious situation. Meanwhile, she tell them that she's going to have a party. Basically, this is a party, uh, about to have a baby party, a party for being almost wanting to have a baby. I don't really know exactly the theme here. So Dr. Simone pull up, and basically she is saying that her and her husband Cecil have two homes now. They have like a south home and a north home or whatever. Um, and she's just really tired because she's having to live between two homes. I don't even really get it, but I guess one of the homes she said is closer to the boys' school. I mean, people do have two homes, yes, but in the same state, in the same practically in the same city. I don't know about that, but whatever. I guess if you got money to blow, blow it. Her boys look like they growing up fast. Like, they look like they were much, much younger to me in the beginning, but they looking a lot older now. Simone looks cute. I mean, she was pretty much my favorite out of the Married to Medicine, even though she got a mouth on her that's nobody's business. Yeah, I think she's at a north house and a south house, but two houses nonetheless. Basically, a couple of maybe 45 minutes in between. So Quad goes over to see Toya. Again, we're not here for Toya. I don't know. It's just something about Toya I don't like, for real. It's like Toya breathless, like her. She stank. It's just something about Toya I do not like. I've never liked. Toya's just not my cup of tea. But anyway, she talking to Quad went over there to talk to Toya. And they catch up, and Quad tell her basically that her brother is living with her, and Toya just basically look at her sideways like, how could you let your brother live with you? She's like, my brother want to live with me too, but I ain't gonna. She said, my first question was how long? Like, you know, we can help each other, but we can help each other from a distance. Like, Quad is wrong for having her brother live there with her, or that's something unnatural because of the age, her brother and her age, his age, and he got a child, and Toya drains me. What's her husband's name? I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name, so don't let me get the line. But he lost some weight, but he's still not cute to me. I mean, none of these husbands are attractive. Quiet husband definitely ain't attractive. Darren, Lisa husband ain't attractive. The only attractive husband to me is Dr. Heavenly's husband. The rest of them is Not even nothing to look at, boo. Not even nothing to worry about. Not even nothing to get jealous about. But I guess if that's what they love and that's what they like, they really in it for the money to me. So, oh, and Mariah's husband is cute, but we haven't seen Mariah on this episode yet. So she kind of like the Nene of the group. Uh, but yeah. So just wanted to get that out there. I really don't want to talk about Toya much because I don't even like her, nor do I like none of the scenes she in, nor do I like when she start talking, nor do I care who she talking to. She tell Toya tells Quad that she owe $170,000 to the IRS or something. Whatever. Toya closed the curtains with her hair. It was too funny when she was like, "Let me close these curtains," and pull her hair around her eyes. Like, oh man, who the fuck owe that kind of money to the IRS? Like, what y'all been doing? Oh, then she asked her how she moved on from Lisa and having her getting her arrested. And so Quad was like, "Honey, I don't even think of that person. She who shall not be named. She's still calling her that, but she don't care. That don't even make no sense. Just say Lisa." And she tell Toya that she got invited to Lisa's little soiree for her babies, possibly having a baby party, um, and that she gonna go. Over here at Lisa Nicole house, they talking she telling her husband, y'all Darren is when this mole came. This mole was always here on his lip. I thought it was up here somewhere. It's on his lip. Child, Anyway, so they talking about Lisa basically tell him that she want to get pregnant or whatever, and he tell her, his concerns about her health issue or whatever, but at the end of the day, he will support her if this what she want, blah 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 blah. They boring me too, so we ain't even gonna talk about them much. Oh, I did leave out that Dr. Heavenly did actually admit that she was always drunk, whatever. When she was in the car with Lisa, she did have that conversation a little briefly with Lisa about her always having something to drink. So whatever. We all knew that you weren't drinking no coffee 24 hours a damn day, Heavenly anyway. But Heavenly is also one of the favorites of mine against Simone, So whatever. I just wanted to put that in there. And I actually tweeted during this scene that yeah, no matter what he say, he is still, as Martin would say, "Oh, my wrist broke." He's still out. That's all I see when I see Darren, and I just see Lisa being desperate and trying way too hard. And it don't really seem like Darren want another baby. Honestly, I don't think he says like he want his wife. He want his family. So it doesn't seem like he isn't supportive of her having a baby. She gets emotional, but I don't really think it's a good idea, Lisa. And a lot of people would say the same to you, which they have. But you like you said, you've talked to God. God has told you that this is something that you want to, you feel like your faith is strong enough to do it. So hopefully everything works out. We pray that everything works out for her in this situation because, like we all say, this is a serious situation. So they show everybody trying to get prepared for the trying to get pregnant party that Lisa is planning. That's what we're gonna call it, the trying to get pregnant party. So everybody's going to get prepared for that. Then of course we show up at the party. They got all the decorations, cheese everywhere. They actually had like some hanging like cheese balls. Like it was just I don't know what the whole theme of the cheese was. I did not like Lisa's dress. Heavenly pointed out that she looked like Apollonia or somebody from the past because it was just not cute. Everybody kind of shaded that dress. It wasn't cute at all. I think Dwight might have did something with the party or some type of planning or organization or decoration because of course he was there with his face looking tight, skin looking tight, but looking a mess at the same time, full of makeup. Y'all remember Dwight from Atlanta Housewives, right? Everybody get to the party, all the ladies and their husbands or whatever. Now this show, I can't say everybody's in a relationship and married. No, we don't know how happy they are, but everybody is with somebody, so that's a plus, I guess. But they all talking about how lame the party is. No music, nobody dancing, no nothing. It's just like a cheese and walk around, and look at each other party. So that was kind of lame. Heavenly was telling Simone about what the party was for. Simone burst out in laughter. I thought it was appropriate because it's a lame reason to have a party, honestly. But I guess she wanted to just go ahead and tell everybody at one time, so that they can just get it out the way. Whatever they words they had to say, go ahead and say it now, type of thing. Quad called Lisa's outfit very cheap and very late. Like Heavenly said, she looked like somebody from the past with it on. So nobody was feeling that dress, it seemed, but I definitely wasn't feeling it. her husband was telling her, the other guys, basically they agree with this is not the best time to have a baby. He not really trying to have a baby, but this is something his wife wants, so he, of course, he gonna be on board and try to be supportive of her. But this is not something that he necessarily would be like, oh, let's just have another baby. We know Darren ain't trying to do that. Then all of the people, everybody, sitting around outside talking or whatever, and first, not Lisa's husband, Toya husband. He's basically saying that, you're at the age right now where, you normally wouldn't be thinking about it, and there's other health risks and there's other risks regarding the family and everything like that. So, and Lisa was saying that she was insulted by what he was saying, but you wasn't insulted by what Heavenly was laughing in your face in the car. That was my whole thing. Like, how you get insulted by that? So, of course, when he said that, Toya was like, she said something about, well, I ain't never had no problems. I don't have no problems with, issues in my marriage. When we weren't even talking about that. Who said anything about issues with the marriage? We thought it was just about age, but now Toya done brought up the issues with her husband and all of this and that. So that's where it went completely left, because they weren't really talking about the issue with her and Darren. They was talking about her age at that point and why, her trying to have a baby. So Toya, like I said, I just don't like her. I think I said that enough times in the video, but if I keep reviewing this show, I probably will say it 100 and more times. So do not be alarmed that that's what's happening. Um, yeah, Quad called him the man of the traveling pants or something like that. It was just a bunch of shade towards her marriage and her husband. And Quad don't really like her anyway, so of course we expected that coming from Quad. Um, and then at the end of the episode, Simone out the blue just started coming for Quad and just like, what you talking about her, but what you gonna do about you in your situation, because what the hell you waiting on to have a baby? You know what I'm saying? I personally felt like Simone was completely out of line, and Quad got up in her face and told her, baby, I'm about 10 seconds off of you. Like, don't even do me. Don't even bring me up. This ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? But that was pretty much the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and get out and vote tomorrow, you guys. A vote matters. Don't go out there and vote. Peace.